south of the Atlas Mountains in Morocco, there are many oases which were created in the medieval period or even earlier using traditional water management approaches. I visited several of these, recording water systems known locally as Khattara. There are over 1,400 of these features in this region of Morocco. Khattara consists of tunnels which collect groundwater and deliver it to where it is needed, without the need for unsustainable diesel pumping. The tunnel is constructed and maintained using a series of vertical shafts, which give it a distinctive appearance in satellite imagery and on the ground. In the Tafilalet oasis, there are over 500 Khattaras, constructed since the 14th century AD. They tap aquifers on the west side of the oasis and shallower groundwater close to natural streams. Each Khattara tends to be associated with a kasr, or village, which takes responsibility for maintaining it. The Khattaras are threatened by climate change, over-abstraction using diesel pumps, and complex land and water laws. However, if preserved, they are a sustainable way to manage water and can be managed locally and collectively. Some of the Khattara are still flowing and are now managed by water user associations. We're in the Tafilalet to southern Morocco. Here you can see part of the traditional water management system of a series of oases here. This is the transport phase of a foggara or Khattara. It's an underground tunnel collecting groundwater from up here and transporting it down here to the oases. I'm standing in the mother well of a foggara system here in the Tafilalet. This is right at the start of the system where the underground tunnel collects groundwater and then it takes it down there to the oasis. The mother well is the uppermost shaft of the Khattara, where the tunnel meets the groundwater. The shafts are used for construction and cleaning. Water naturally flows down the tunnel and emerges in an outlet at the top of the village. It is allocated according to lengths of time. Here we have a foggara shaft that's infilled with sand and sediments. It's quite eroded. But you see here the upcast surrounding it, which results from cleaning the foggara to remove those infilled sand and sediments. Here we have a foggara inlet, a Khattara inlet. You can see the foggara is up here and the water's entering the kasr, the village here in the canal. And then it's being distributed into separate channels to go into the oasis here to supply both the village and the oasis gardens. Here you can see the canal system containing the foggara water, which is coming into the oasis here, flowing along the fields in this nice canal. It's flowing along here, and here you can see a nice division structure where the water can be split into different canals. So at the moment there's a bit of earth here just being used as a dam, but when it's time to irrigate into the system, the earth will be moved out of the way so the water can be moved into this part of the oasis and into these fields here. Most Khattaras have been abandoned over the 20th and 21st centuries. One of the main causes is the increase in privately owned diesel pump wells, which has led to a drop in the groundwater. But because they are cheap and sustainable to operate locally and collectively, Khattaras should be preserved for the future. In the Tafilalet, some traditional water management organisations have been transformed into formal associations, and grants are provided to maintain the Khattaras. These are helping to ensure their survival.